Right, boys and girls, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy SolaceAcheron here, and today I bring you this is really great stuff. Um, okay, you know how I said maybe in one of my first videos that I would record a tour I did? Well, this is gonna be a little different. This is gonna be a bunch of Showdown replays of a tour I was in. Now I know you're looking at the screen right now, going, What the hell? What the hell's going on?" So let me put some context to all this. So basically, I'm sitting around in the OU room, and they start an OU tour, of course. And sometimes the authority there likes to just like ban random shitmons. And I saw that they banned Caterpie, and I'm sitting there going, why? Why? Like, come on, man. Like, I know it's a joke, but seriously, why would you? Why? Why bother? Because sometimes they ban everything else, and then it's a mess. But regardless, I was sitting there going, should I avenge my friend Caterpie? Should I avenge him? And I said, hell yeah, I'm gonna avenge him. So yeah, as you can see right here, I've got Butterfree and I've got Metapod, man. Now this Metapod underwent a little bit of change, but the rest of this team didn't. It's basically Butterfree, Metapod, Banded Zygarde, as you can see here. Well, it was Banded Zygarde at first. I think I changed it later. Yeah, cause, yeah. Or no. First battle it was, first because I built this team really quick. First battle it was, I wanted to try the Dragon Dance Camouflage set, but eventually I turned it back into Band for the last battle. And then Mega Heracross, and then AV Magearna was it Spadef? I don't no, I don't think so. That's a different one. And then I've got Ghost Team Z Mimikyu. So without further ado, give me a second here. Let's go into the first match. And like I was basically under the impression that like, okay, I'm going to I'm going to come into this match basically lose and then be a martyr, but it didn't quite turn out like that. So anyways, turn one, I'm gonna lead with free Butterfree as he goes for a wild charge, and here I go for a quiver dance, and I'm hoping that I outspeed, but I don't, because I guess I was modest. I'm Butterfree, you piece of shit. But it's okay, because we're going to go out to Magearna here, because he really doesn't have much. I can just freely Volt Switch on him. There's nothing that happens there. Anyway, so at this point, I go out to Zygarde and realize that, oh shit, I'm banded, and I only have 1,000 arrows and extreme speed to use with it. But that's okay. Here he goes out to Hawlucha doing that stupid Pokemon gimmick that I mentioned earlier. It's not good. Look how little that did. And this is 1,000 arrows does 57% with a defense boost. Here he goes for Sword Stance, thinking like I'm gonna choke or something, but I'm just gonna press the 1,000 arrows button. It's a great button to press. I mean, look at his team; it's super weak to it. And then here I go out to Magearna as he goes for an Ice Beam, and then I decide here I'm gonna go for another Volt Switch because there's no reason not to. As he goes out from one water type into another, which perplexes the shit out of me. I don't understand that at all. Here I go with the Zygarde, and you know what? He has no 1,000 arrow switches, so I'm going to go for it. And I say, hey, I might actually win this. And the guy's like, I'm scared of Metapod. And he's like, you should be scared of Metapod. Metapod's going to harden on your ass. He's used Baneful Bunker, and I'm like, lol, he should be. Anyways, he goes back out in the Starmie, and of course, as always, I have the check. I have the Magearna. Look how little that Scald's doing. And he goes for it again. And here I go for a Volt Switch. It almost kills Starmie, and I'm like, okay, it's time, motherfucker. Metapod! Metapod comes out, and what the fuck is this? Metapod about to get a kill! Holy crap, Metapod, nice! Then he goes out to Magnezone, and yeah, I die because it's just a Metapod after all. But it's okay because where are his 1,000 arrow switches? I don't see them. I don't see them. Chansey comes in. Pff, Chansey's not a switch. Goodbye, Chansey. And this guy's like, I want to die. Yeah, because he's losing to this team. So, he goes out to Tapu Koko, and he's wondering if the Heracross is Scarf. I said, no, of course it's not Scarf. Why would you think that? He goes for a Brave Bird here, which is kind of just like, I guess maybe he's trying to predict a Heracross? I don't know. I don't need to. I've got Mimikyu who wants to be a Caterpie. He doesn't want to be a Pikachu. He wants to actually be a Caterpie. Anyways, he's going to go for U-turn, which breaks that. But of course here, I'm just going to go for a Ghostium Z and do a ton of damage. Never-ending Nightmare. And that's enough for Shadow Sneak to take out a Magnezone. So that thing is gone. Plus, I think it was Specs. So I could have just gone for a Shadow Claw, but I wasn't sure. Here I go for a Shadow Sneak, just trying to get off damage because Zygarde does have extreme speed. And then, well, 2 Shadow Sneaks is going to be the win right there. So I take round 1 with a team with Butterfree and Metapod. Crazy. So, we're going to the second round. Look at this guy. His team, he's got basically Aurora Veil Hyper Offense. Scary shit. Scary shit. So he's going to lead with Ninetales, and I'm going to lead with Magearna because I figure he's going to lead with Ninetales. Here he makes the hard switch in the Zygarde as I go for a Flash Cannon. Just trying to, like, also somebody came in and SolaceAcheron. There isn't a Weedle. I'm disappointed. But anyways, I get a nice chunk of damage off on Zygarde, and I go out into the pod. Look how little that takes from 1,000 arrows. Apparently Metapod is the answer to all Zygardes. Here I go for Iron Defense. So basically, like, he's gonna die to Hail eventually, and so he actually has to switch. Impressive. Here I go for Bug Bite, trying to like break the sub eventually, but it doesn't happen. And then he goes for a Blizzard. I still live it. I'm telling you. And I go for Electro Web. Now later I changed my set. I have Harden on this as well as that, but I actually put String Shot on it because somebody was mentioning that earlier, and I'm like, well, when you think of Metapod, you actually think of String Shot, so that's a thing. Now he goes out to Bisharp here as I have Magearna and stuff on the Ninetales. He goes for an Iron Head, hoping to get a flinch. He doesn't get it. I go for HP Fire just to be safe here, and also that gives me the +1. So this is a threatening Mon right here. As he goes out into Zygarde. Now I really don't have much of a switch in for it, so I'm going to go into Metapod and just sack it. You did your job, Metapod. You kept that Zygarde out for a little bit. You were a pain in the ass for everything. Here he goes for 1,000 arrows. I am Sash, so it doesn't really matter. I go for a Sleep Powder, put that bitch to sleep. But he wakes up. He's got the Lumberry. Why? So Butterfree doesn't do anything again. Like, seriously. But here, now I know that he's slower than he's definitely slower than I am. He really can't do anything. So here I go for a Swords Dance, hoping to just like see if he chokes. Now here he doesn't Mega Evolve. He just goes straight for that. And then he doesn't Mega Evolve again, so I can get off a +1 Never-Ending Nightmare. And as it's a normal Mawile, the thing is gonna die. So yeah. Then he goes at the Mimikyu as I go for a Shadow Sneak, hoping to just break his disguise. And then he goes for a Swords Dance. I still have my disguise up. What are you doing, man? Like, okay, and then it dies. So Mimikyu's at +1. 2 of his big members are gone. Like, and here he goes straight for the Dragon Dance. There's a threat in front of you. Don't set up. Here, I'm pretty sure Shadow Sneak killed again, and I'm like, I did it again, guys. Yeah, I did. Like, actually, yeah, and this is all gonna go on YouTube. I had already, by this point, I was like, this is YouTube material. This is definitely going up. No question at all. Let's see how far I can take this train before it falls off the tracks. So, there's 2 victories. And somebody had asked what my channel was. But, anyways, we go on to the 3rd battle. So, as you can see, I changed the team up a little bit. Metapod's got String Shot now. It's a nice shiny Metapod. Looks glorious in that red. Dark red. So we're actually facing a competent opponent. I know this person, Anna Cartana, is actually really good, really heat person, has really unexpected mons. Seems to like Empoleon a lot. It's a good mon. It's a good mon. It definitely gains some viability. So, I'm like, they banned Caterpie, so fuck them. Basically. So, can I get win number 3 is the question. So, anyways, she's going to lead with Zygarde, and I'm going to lead with Butterfree, because you know what? I'm sick of this thing not doing anything. I'm going to get off the sleep powder, and I'm going to set up in this Zygarde's face. This person's like, you might as well give up. I go for the Quiver Dance. This time it's timid, by the way. But look how much Tinted Lens Bug Buzz does. That does so... Oh, wait. But it doesn't resist. Never mind. But that does a lot. Anyways, and then I go for a Bug Buzz here, and it does nothing, even though it's Tinted Lens. But here I go for Air Slash. It does so much, but he's got the Mego Berry. And he's got Smackdown, and he didn't get flinched. So Butterfree gets no kills at all. But it did put his Zygarde to sleep. And Landorus got weakened a lot. So, not a lot happening. So here I go for Toxic, expecting the Tangrowth to come in. What a bizarre play. I would have gone Tangrowth. But then again, he probably knew, or she probably knew I was going to go for Toxic. Anyways, here I go out to Magearna. I'm slowing this down. I go to Magearna on the Lele as she doubles out in the Volcarona and goes for a Quiver. Now, I have to go out to Zygarde here because basically, let me pause as well. So basically, it's like, okay, Giga Drain can't kill me, and Fire Dance can't kill me, but you know what can kill me? And it occurred to me that that this is a thing. She could have Z, Psychic, so you know. And since she's under Psychic Terrain and +1, I know for a fact that the thing would destroy me, and I need the Zygarde to win. So I'm going to double back out into Magearna, hoping to basically eat up the Psyche MZ so that I may go. But she just goes for Fire Dance. I don't understand. I don't understand that play right there. Like, no. Why would you make that play? You have Psyche MZ under Psychic Terrain. Like, did she predict me to go out to Magearna predicting that? I mean, that's pretty... I mean, is this person just like, okay, gotta play stupid? Like, okay. Anyways, so I go out to this. Man, Fire Dance is a stupidly good move. Half the time it gets a special attack. Here I'm go out to Mimikyu, and I go for a Ghost DMZ. And luckily it takes out that threat. Thank Christ. Thank Christ. Anyways, Empoleon comes out, and this thing is going to be the bane of my existence. And I'm like, I can't believe it didn't pull off a Z-Psychic on Zygarde with Terreno. Like, anyways, I gotta go at the Metapod here, because basically, there's not much this Metapod's gonna do in this game. Honestly, it's kind of sad. You know, Metapod doesn't even get Toxic of all the mons. Anyways, I pull off the String Shot, so now it's really fucking slow, which is really great. Here I'm going to go right out into Heracross, because I need to eliminate this Empoleon. I need to just get damage off, man. Anyway, she switches out Empoleon and goes into Tangrowth, which is just... I don't understand that at all, as I go for a close combat, I believe. Oh, shush, my doggy. As I go for a close combat, that is not a switch. And then here comes in the Zygarde, which is asleep. I guess this is now the sack. Pin Missile does a ton, and it takes out the Zygarde, so basically that's that. And I think in is gonna come the Tapu Lele. Yeah, let's speed things up. So Tapu Lele comes out, and I have to basically sack Metapod, rip. And at this point, I know that Zygarde can live a Moonblast from Lele, and any damage off on anything is useful. So I go for it, and it turns out I'm faster than Lele. So this is a thing. And she's like, oh, misclick Psy. And I'm like, I can win this. I did it again. Like, I actually win if I don't choke. Here I go for 1,000 arrows, even though I'm -1 attack. I'm gonna go out into the to Heracross here as they make the double out on the landers. You know what? Here I should have attacked. Honestly, I should have just gone for the attack and won the game right there. But I didn't. I went out to Mimikyu, the worst of plays. This was a huge choke. That was a giant choke right there. Not just going for the attack, because goes for the Scald and gets the burn immediately. So basically, I lost a key member, and now this Tangrowth can wall me to hell. And we're just gonna skip a couple turns here, as goes out into Empoleon, and basically the same deal. Just basically waiting for me to die. And unfortunately now it has to come down to Heracross winning. Here, okay, hold on. Let me go to last turn. So basically he goes out into Empoleon as I go for a Shadow Claw. Now, so a lot of damage is done. Now, I send out Zygarde. I've got two plays here. 1,000 Arrows or Toxic. Like, if I get rid of this Empoleon, I basically win the game. Okay? Why would you ever stay in with Empoleon here? If I take out Empoleon, I win. Like, actually. And I should have known that. I should have realized this. That, like, okay, if Tangrowth comes in, I could just go out to Heracross. Like, actually. But I try to predict it, and I go for Toxic as, and she almost timed out, too. It goes for the Scald, and here I should have gone into Heracross. But I keep thinking, like, they're going to switch out, and I get burned. And that's going to be game, pretty much. Though I can still win with Heracross if I play my game right. I gotta just make the right plays. You know, I gotta make the best plays. To be fair, I would have gone out into Tangrowth there, or sacked Landorus, or something. So here I go for Rock Blast, predicting Landorus T to come out to try and get the attack on me. Now I'm gonna predict that again and go for yet another Rock Blast, because I can't let this. I gotta kill this Empoleon. Unfortunately, I also can't go for close combat. And now here it's like, okay, I gotta go for Rock Blast again because I don't want this Landorus T. And I can live a Scald as well, which so it's fine if I don't get burned here, but I get burned. That's game. That's actually game. So wow. And I don't even bother. Whoops. I don't even bother to go for it, and that's GG. I think this person played terrible at the end, and I think I actually played better, much better. And I actually should have beaten this person and gone on, but you know what? You can't. I mean, I don't know if this person predicted me or what. I know her. She's really good. But that was... yeah. Anyhow, that's going to be all for this. I hope you enjoyed this tour replay. And see y'all later. Bye-bye.